If you have a guest suggestion, you should send it to pawsprotv@aol.com.
I've jumped the gun again.
Always. Welcome back. Thank you so much. And I'm going to take it onward with Miss Jennifer Thompson. And how are you?
I'm doing really well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
For somebody who's got all that, you sure have a cheerful outlook until you get to the art part of it. But it's maybe
that's how she
That's where I get it out.
Is that how it works? Then you go through life?
Yeah, there's a certain truth to that.
Yeah,
there's sort of a healthy distancing when you deal with things by expressing them through art or poetry or music. It sort of releases it.
Now you're taking it and taking art to not to a different level, because that's what it's been used for years, but actually utilizing it for what it should be utilized for.
I hope
and
so.
Working and bringing things out, especially within kids. What are you
Right.
doing? Let's talk about that first.
Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm working with a couple of close female friends, and we're doing a new nonprofit that's going to be a local Delaware project called Girls on the Edge. And what Girls on the Edge is going to be about is really seeking to partner with existing groups, whether it be youth groups in churches or Boys and Girls Club, partner with them to come in as an artist and say, let me work with your adolescent girls. Girls today face so many challenges between the media and images of what your body should look like. And basically, women today find their value based on their looks and how they perceive people approve of them, if they're attractive enough or whatever. And that's just not how it should be. So we're going to try to address
today
that.
It's been like that from the beginning of time.
Absolutely.
Ever since men made it that way.
Yeah. But this is another way, because it's gone beyond that. I mean, a lot of things that was always kept in closets in past are now out there, and a lot of people, because I didn't realize how much of this different things go on. I mean,
absolutely. Well, when you think about television, the internet, I mean, it's instant. Something becomes popular, it's out there instantly, and the standard has just gotten more and more unhealthy and not based in reality. So.
Yeah, well, let's get to the art a little bit, because you've brought some different pieces here. Yes. Before we get to these, I mean, this is some deep stuff there. Let's get to you.
To my art.
Because this is if we get a shot of this right here, guys, with the cat and.
This one is called it's Black Cherry, Black Cat. And I finished seminary last May, a year ago, and I got my degree in theology and the arts. So this was a piece I did for a course I was actually taking about how films, like horror films and horror stories, are so popular. So one of the stories we read was Poe, the Black Cat. And as I read The Black Cat, I was so reminded of a close friend of mine who had dealt with sexual abuse. Just that idea of repressing something such as the cat in the story, but inevitably those painful experiences are going to come to the surface, right?
Will come back.
Right. So this is a collage really just dealing with her memories and just the way it made her feel, which is why it's dark. If you look underneath collage bits on Michael Jackson, because that trial was going on at the time. So
Let's tell, because you can't see it on TV, but the Black Cat, this is actually made from fabric, right?
Made from leather, yep. Absolutely. I use a lot of different materials. I'm really interested in using recycled materials, broken glass, fabric scraps, kind of reclaiming junk, which in itself supports the theme.
Come to this, because I'm going to get this up here on the screen here in a second, too, because I knock everything down there.
Okay.
No.
Because, this was, everything's... Now, you called this, what was this?
I'll just pick it up here. This
you're
piece...
You're going to really throw things off. You
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I won't touch it.
Everybody was ready.
Sorry.
You will freak those cameras
I won't touch
out
it.
If you touch that.
This piece is from my senior master's show, which was called Make Yourselves Dead, another cheerful title. And this is called Please Do Not Feed the Animals. And I used a lot of Barbies and children's toys, especially young girls' toys. So here I put a bunch of young baby Barbies in a cage as if they were in a zoo. And basically, when you go to the zoo, there's all these signs, please do not feed the animals. Well, here I put the little girls in the zoo and said, please do not feed the animals because we don't want them to get fat, basically. You hear little girls today in the dressing room saying, I look fat in this.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah, now
I hear
you're talking
parents
6, 7 years old.
It's upsetting.
You know,
it really is.
They're concerned with how they look.
Try 4.
Absolutely.
And then it comes into, as they're growing up, and things they have to deal with out there. Now, you were in an inner city, not here.
in Boston, right?
In Boston, working with some inner city kids there,
right?
And just having them do some art. And I just wanted to bring up this piece here because this was something that you stole. No, when the kids had left,
she abandoned it, so I picked it up.
Behind,
well, at the end of the year, the students can take their artwork or not. And so this piece was done during a unit on graffiti art because I think it's important to do artwork that they know about. So here we have graffiti art, and this was done by an Iranian immigrant who was in 10th grade at the time. And I asked them, we're going to do graffiti, and I want you to choose an issue that you can relate to, that expresses something of yourself, but also is kind of an urban issue at large. So this particular student chose rape, and she also put the word pure, fear and pure, and I think together they all expressed her feelings as a young woman in the city, coming from a background that was extremely controlling over issues of her body. And
I was going to tell those guys, I hate to interrupt you too.
Sure,
so
go ahead.
As you finish explaining this one, as we move to the next one, somebody will turn the monitor, then I can be sure I can adjust it to where it's supposed to be. I can see the yeah, that would help. They're all over there doing this, and
hey,
somebody give me a monitor here, and I can adjust it myself. But you know, this one I like.
Okay.
Now you're going to
a more positive.
It's happy art.
Well, I don't want to say it's something else that kind of helps guide girls and
in a more positive.
Well, not only that, it's career paths and
absolutely,
things gives them some things to look at as they're going, and because you are into this big time. Anyway,
absolutely, I teach fashion design at Delaware College of Art and Design. And so when I do artwork with students, male and female, fashion design is...
Camera.
There we go.
This has become fun.
Fashion design is always really popular with all the girls and some of the guys, but this was done by a student, a costume design project. So this, again, we talk about the body and how, you know, in a fashion design, you make it very tall and thin to stylize it, but we know that's not realistic. It opens the door, but fashion design is a lot of fun. And I'll be doing that this summer at Delaware College of Art and Design for teenagers.
Yeah, but it's all art, and you know,
absolutely.
as well as
show
I
the
do,
Auschwitz one,
and we might as well show the last one down below.
Never
another piece
thought
of
it
yours.
like that.
Now, what'd you call it, Kevin?
Auschwitz.
It's apocalyptic.
Same difference.
Not Auschwitz. This is called Women of the Apocalypse, and it comes from the book of Revelations in the Bible. And we have war, famine, death, and disease, which are the 4 horsemen. So I applied those ideas to women and health concerns today. So if you're looking at the monitor on the left, we have issues with reproduction. Next, we have breast cancer. Then we have eating disorders, anorexia, and then self-harm or cutting with the young girl. So they're done sort of...
That is a big thing amongst young girls right now, is cutting themselves. Yeah.
We actually have
it's
somebody
estimated
that
that between 30 and 40% of young girls all cope with some form of self-harm.
Let's get them all involved with art. That's what this is all
Girls
about.
on the Edge.
Girls
Absolutely.
on the Edge. If you guys don't have a website at this
no,
point.
we do. It's girlsontheedge.us. And if you want to email me with any questions, it's girlsontheedge@yahoo.com.
So, girls, if you're out there and you want to get into it a little bit,
do some really cool, happy art.
It's all there for you. Yeah, I want to thank Jennifer. Thank you so much for coming out and doing this for us. And once your art, I guess, is available. For more information, go to the website one more time.
girlsontheedge.us.
.us. It's that easy. But we got more. We got Home School coming your way. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.